No, go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's an overnight thing, and it's probably just up and downs.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of learning. It's a lot of unlearning and relearning. It's trial and error too, to say, okay, if, someone has just discovered my rising sign is Aries, my first question is probably, what can I do with this information in this situation, with this project, with this person? What action can I take? Um, they might have to sit with that for a little bit before they even recognize it in their life. Because either it's so natural that they don't even realize that's what they're doing, or they've pushed that down and ignored that for so long that they've taught themselves not to do that.
That's interesting. It definitely can happen as well, right? Because
Yeah.
whether it's written in our cosmic DNA or not, where we've been taught or we learn to behave and do things a certain way that we almost are
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay, this kind of resonates, but what do I do? And
Yeah.
when that happens with your clients, what do you usually, I mean, probably there's not a usually because it depends on
Hmm.
the person, but um, probably your first advice would be to sit with this information for a minute.
Hmm.
And then what do you do with your clients to help them?
Yeah. It's, obviously it does depend on the person, but a lot of times, one thing that I'm really good at is asking questions that help people see themselves. And so typically, if I'm working with a client and we're looking at this chart, we'll be talking about questions that come up to say, like, where do you see this? Where do you not? How does this feel when you think about your current job or your current manager? Or, before I even work with somebody, we do this really cool, and it's something that I do for free all the time. It's a career assessment or an alignment assessment. And we're essentially going through like 5 key areas to see, where do you feel in alignment? Where do you not? And so we have that information, we have the chart, and then we work those together. Okay, if you told me that you hate going to work every day, you've lost your sense of purpose, you feel like you're constantly arguing with your manager, the moment they walk in the door, you shut down. Let's talk about where this might be stemming from in your chart. If this is your energy, that Aries energy, how do you think that that's playing into the reason that you shut down every time your manager walks through the door or calls you on Zoom, or whatever it is that they've told me? So it's a lot of conversation. It's a lot of, I kind of see myself as a light bearer where I've walked this journey. And so I can hold up my light to help somebody see what's the next step on their journey.